Welcome to Xiao Voice. Continuing from the previous episode 137. From Xiao Yan's gloomy expression, Lu Qing could guess that the little fairy doctor likely had a complicated relationship with him. Xiao Yan, what do you plan to do? The Ice River Valley's strength is not inferior to the Burning Flame Valley. There are as many experts in there as the clouds. They are extremely difficult to deal with. Lin Yan seemed to have also sensed the killing intent in Xiao Yan's heart. His expression became much more solemn as he wondered aloud. I will make a trip to the Pill region. Xin Lan has been with the little fairy doctor. She might perhaps be aware of some news. As for all of you, it is best for you to remain in Tianwang City. Xiao Yan mused for a moment before speaking. Let me go with you. I am a little familiar with the Pill region. Lin Yan hurriedly said. Xiao Yan shook his head and rejected Lin Yan's good intention. He did not expect the woeful poison body to cause such a big commotion within the Central Plains region. If he wanted to help the little fairy doctor, some enmity would be unavoidable. It would not benefit Lin Yan to follow beside him. You should just wait at Lu Qing's place. There is not much you can help with regarding this matter. Xiao Yan patted Lin Yan's shoulder as he suggested. Lin Yan might be unwilling, but he could only nod his head after a brief moment of hesitation when he saw Xiao Yan's serious expression. He was also aware that with his Do Huang class strength, it was impossible for him to be of much help to Xiao Yan. He might even end up burdening. Hence, he did not continue to insist. Since you have your own plans, I shall not dissuade you. I will send someone to pay attention to the middle region. If I really obtain news about the little fairy doctor, I will think of a way to pass it to you. Lu Qing found it difficult to comment on anything when he saw that Xiao Yan had already made up his mind. He took out a map from his storage ring and handed it to Xiao Yan. This is a map of the middle region. The Yi clan is in Yi City. You can head there if you wish to find Yi Xin Lan. Xiao Yan did not reject this offer. He nodded and received the map. This thing would allow him to avoid losing his way in the middle region. When are you preparing to leave? Lu Qing asked after seeing Xiao Yan accept the map. Now, Xiao Yan replied with a deep voice. Currently, he was unaware of whether the little fairy doctor was dead or alive. He was really not in the mood to stay in this place for long. He needed to find Xin Lan as soon as possible and obtain news related to the little fairy doctor from her. Lu Qing widened his mouth when he heard this. He could only smile bitterly and nod. All right, I will immediately get someone to arrange the wormhole for you. He beckoned with his hand after saying this and called a guard over. After Lu Qing softly issued some instructions, the guard swiftly withdrew. Remember, you should try to be careful in the middle region. That place is a complicated one filled with all sorts of people. There are many troublesome experts there. If you meet with any trouble, you can come to Tianwang City. Even though my Lu clan isn't very strong, we will also try our best to protect you. Lu Qing looked at the guard who had ran out before turning his head. He solemnly informed Xiao Yan. Upon hearing these words, a smile surfaced on Xiao Yan's gloomy face. He nodded slightly even though he was aware that it was impossible for such a situation to occur. Should he really end up with a trouble that he could not resolve, it was likely that he would only bring trouble to the Lu clan by heading to this Tianwang City. Other than that, there would not be any use. The wormhole was slowly rotating in the large square in the center of the Tianwang City. Wave after wave of shocking spatial ripples was being emitted from within. Xiao Yan received a palm-sized silver-colored boat from Lu Qing's hands in front of the wormhole. After which, he cupped his hands to him and said with a smile, after I resolve these issues, I will return to Tianwang City if I have the time. There is still a 5 days journey from here to the middle region. Lu Qing smiled. After which he patted Xiao Yan's shoulders and said, take care, additionally, do not shame the Jianan Academy. You should know that you are the most outstanding student from the Inner Academy in many years. Relax, no matter what. I will not cause it to lose its reputation. Xiao Yan laughed. He cupped his hands to Lu Qing and Lin Yan in a solemn manner. Take care. After saying those words, Xiao Yan ceased delaying any longer. He turned around and walked into the wormhole. His back appeared exceptionally free and easy. Lin Yan and Lu Qing sighed as they watched Xiao Yan's back gradually disappear into the wormhole. They faced each other and bitterly laughed. The both of them were aware that Xiao Yan's trip would likely end up stirring a commotion within the middle region. This fellow, no matter how we try to catch up, he is always in front of us. Oh, meeting such a monster is really a great blow to our confidence. Xiao Yan was seated cross-legged at the front of the spaceboat within the wormhole. The boat was emitting a bright silver glow. His expression was exceptionally solemn. He had a hunch that this trip to the middle region would likely not be a relaxing one. The commotion that the woeful poison body had stirred in the Central Plains had somewhat exceeded Xiao Yan's expectations. Moreover, there were those people who wanted to benefit from the mess among them. One example was the so-called Ice River Valley. Xiao Yan was aware that a special constitution would attract the attention of certain people. This was similar to Qing Lin in the Jia Ma Empire back then, the little girl who possessed the triple jade green snake flower pupils, which even astonished Yao Lao. However, it was also because of this that she ended up attracting the claws of the Mo clan. Qing Lin, the girl from back then who always timidly followed behind him and called him young master, involuntarily surfaced in Xiao Yan's mind when he thought of her. He wondered how she was at this moment. However, according to what Yao Lao had said, staying at the Sky Serpent Mansion was better than anywhere else for her. It was likely that after these years, the timid girl from back then had become a great beauty. However, I still need to find the little fairy doctor now. Xiao Yan slowly withdrew his drifting emotions and exhaled a deep breath. He was about to face a cruel situation. Forget about the people who wanted to capture the little fairy doctor. Among all the factions who wanted to destroy her before the woeful poison body erupted, just the Ice River Valley alone would require Xiao Yan to pay full attention. By being able to be one of the three valleys alongside the Burning Flame Valley and the Sound Valley, the Ice River Valley was likely even stronger than the Wind Lightning Pavilion. Hence, if Xiao Yan did not adequately prepare, it was likely that he would really meet his end in this middle region. Once I reach the middle region, I will need to think of ways to quickly gather the necessary medicinal ingredients to help Tian Huo Zun Jie refine a body as soon as possible. At that time, with the help of a Do Zun, I will have some additional confidence when facing a faction like the Ice River Valley. Moreover, the rate I gather those beast flames should also be increased a little. Otherwise, the current life-transforming flame I have created can only allow me to use the exterminating fire lotus once. Xiao Yan's eyes swiftly flickered. The situation he was facing this time around was likely the grimmest one he had ever faced. Hence, he needed to put in all his effort. I should also begin to practice the remaining 2 changes of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change during these couple of days. Although I am pressed for time, it is fortunate that I have obtained the inheritance. Otherwise, even if it's me, it would be extremely difficult to obtain an initial mastery of it within such a short period of time. Xiao Yan inhaled a deep breath. His expression had gradually turned cold and stern. After which, he shut his eyes. A mysterious training method once again appeared in his mind. The sudden unexpected change in situation had caused Xiao Yan to completely sense the importance of strength. The Ice River Valley in front of him was just like an enormous being that he had difficulty surpassing. With his current strength, it would not be easy for Xiao Yan to shake this faction. Hence, he needed to do all he could to strengthen his trump cards and his own strength. Time flowed by within the wormhole like the sand between one's fingers. During these couple of days, Xiao Yan's mind had completely sank into the training method of the Skyfire 3 mysterious change. This secret technique was quite difficult to practice. However, Xiao Yan had already practiced it for many years and already understood it very well. Additionally, he had also received the inheritance and experiences of the Burning Flame Valley's ancestors, allowing him to jump past a couple of detours during his training journey. Under these excellent conditions, Xiao Yan's progress in practicing the Skyfire 3 mysterious change was exceptionally quick. 5 days passed by in the blink of an eye amid this kind of training. When Xiao Yan opened his eyes and woke up from his training, he was coincidentally able to see the distant, silver-colored circle. There was a dense spatial ripple spreading from it. Am I about to reach? Xiao Yan's fist suddenly tightened as he looked at the silver-colored light circle. A dense coldness surged into his dark black eyes. Xiao Yan suppressed a sigh within his heart as he suddenly stood up. The jade green-colored glow that flowed around his body slowly returned into his body. The spaceboat was just like a silver-colored ray of light that flew through the tunnel in a lightning-like manner. Within a couple of blinks, it approached the spot where the light circle was located. When the intense space ripple had come to a stop, the body of the boat was swiftly jolted. Xiao Yan was unconcerned with these kinds of bumps. His expression was calm as he controlled the spaceboat. With a swoosh sound, it rushed forward. The silver-colored light circle was within close proximity within a couple of blinks. The silver-colored glow grew brighter in Xiao Yan's dark black eyes. His fists gradually tightened as a cold glint flashed within his eyes. The spaceboat transformed into a silver glow. With a swoosh sound, it charged through the silver-colored circle and disappeared. Middle region, I, Xiao Yan, have arrived.